It is time for four downs. Four downs today will be, what do you think of when you think of UVA, Virginia? Because I don't think football off the top of the bat. We all agree with that. So let's get to four downs, brought to you by Andy Mason of AndyMasonRealEstate.com. Cooper will take us through it. But first, let me ask you this, Coop. What should people do?
Cooper Mays here. Hit like and subscribe.
Yep, absolutely. And I've been told if you do that, he'll actually heal up quicker and be on the field. What about that? All right, here we go. It is time for four downs, brought to you by Andy Mason, AndyMasonRealEstate.com.
Four downs. Four questions. Four answers. The Dave Hooker Show.
Four
downs. A presentation of OffTheHookSports.com.
John, what does your hat say? Is that autographed as well?
It's a Live Lucky hat. It's got a clover leaf. It's a line of caps. I have about 20 of these. I actually wore one to Tennessee football practice. It was the start of Butch Jones's last hurrah.
So it's a Live Stupid cap.
He happened to see the Live Lucky on the side of my cap and opined, I need that cap. Yes, he did, and he didn't get it in time.
Yeah, and you two traded, and you walked out with a dunce cap. So what do you think of when you think of the University of Virginia? What down, Coop?
Coop here. First down.
All right, let me start with the one, the only master historian. It is Caleb. Caleb, when you think of the University of Virginia, what do you think of?
Well, full disclosure, my little brother is a PhD student at UVA right now studying 19th century United States history. And I literally,
with that.
Where did that come from? Wow, Caleb, impressive.
I am a history major myself. So I think of their great academic program in the great academic department and its wonderful founder who had a totally consensual relationship with his slave, who was obviously in a position to say no. Sorry.
Yes. It was a very close bonding relationship with his slaves. It wasn't just a one night fling. How about the next down, Coop? Where are we?
Cooper Mays here. Second down.
Me. I think of Craig Elo and Larry Nance because Brian Doherty, because I think Cavs, and I'd immediately go back because that's when I watch a lot of NBA. I think of the Cleveland Cavaliers. If they weren't playing Tennessee, I don't know that I would know one single person on their team. Does that make me stupid, John, or does that make me a guy that knows how to best spend his time?
Tell me, Dave, did Craig Elo, it took me about 3 or 4 minutes to figure out why you brought up Craig Elo. Did Michael Jordan hit that clutch shot over Craig Elo?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he was a Cav. He was a Cav. And
as Michael Jordan said, was the stupidest decision to put Elo on him because he said Harper actually guarded me better that game.
Way to rub some salt in the wounds, MJ.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Craig Elo is shaking. He's got a little twitch. All right, which down now? Cooper, are we on fourth down now, guys?
Third.
Tennessee center Cooper Mays here. Third down.
John, what do you think of when you think of the University of Virginia?
Well, I'll follow Caleb's lead there, and I will go with Thomas Jefferson. We kind of hung out. I don't mean to name drop, but we kind of hung out back in the day when I was a youngster.
Loading muskets,
shooting bow and arrows, throwing rocks at passersby. We'd climb up my treehouse and throw rocks at people walking by. Thomas Jefferson, yeah.
For the record, Monticello is absolutely gorgeous. Isn't that where Thomas Jefferson? That's his home, right?
Yeah. I've toured it.
When I knew him, he didn't live there, Dad.
Thank you. Fourth down. Here we go.
Cooper Mays.
Second
down.
Oh, that was second. Go ahead and say what you were going to say since I played the wrong sounder.
We also forgot about a very inspiring figure in Tennessee history. A legendary Tennessee football head coach graduated from the University of Virginia. Anybody know who I'm talking about?
Who?
Derek Dooley. He graduated from UVA.
Yeah.
Yeah, tight end for UVA. I intentionally didn't bring him up, but that's fine that you did. Yeah, he was a tight end. That that kind of told you something about Virginia's recruiting back in the day. Derek
He
Dooley
did.
was a tight end, wasn't he, or was he a wide receiver?
He was a
hot.
receiver.
He was a wide receiver. Why did I think he was a tight end? Because he looked too slow to
He
be a
played
wide receiver.
Tennessee. He went against Tennessee when he was on Virginia in the 1990 Sugar Bowl.
Yeah, I covered that game. It was a close game too, and
Yeah,
nobody cares about that game
Yeah,
or about Derek Dooley. So
no,
go
they
ahead.
don't. But that's what the next question's about.
All SEC center Cooper Mays here. 4th down.
That's 4th down. So, would Virginia be better off with Derek Dooley than Tony Elliott? Ouch. That's a thinking one. Caleb, you want to go first? Or
Go
John?
ahead, Caleb. No. Who do you want to go first, Caleb or me, Dave?
I want you, John. There we go.
Okay, I'll say Virginia would be better off with Derek Dooley.
Golly, they would, I think, Caleb.
I think they would too. I don't think
That's pretty sad, isn't it?
Well, but again, Derek Dooley wasn't his weakness was recruiting, but I don't think he was. And John, I think you and I have talked about it. I think Derek Dooley is one of the few coaches that Tennessee hired between Fulmer and Josh Heupel who maybe had more than 3 brain cells. And
I think Derek Dooley had a very high IQ for a football coach.
That's crazy.
yeah, I do too. I mean, if you put Derek Dooley and
Not
Butch Jones
crazy.
in like a academic decathlon, Derek Dooley's winning.
God, can you see those guys on a debate stage? The Butch would go, well, he fell down and hit his head on his helmet. I mean, that's his go-to line when something in a crisis moment. So that wouldn't go well. No.
He didn't mention that he pushed the kid down and made sure that he fell in the helmet.
Nigel Warrior's name never came up in his explanation either.
No, it didn't. It was almost like he got punched or something.
Oh,
Weird.
I thought it was Darrell Taylor who punched Shy Tuttle. Was it Nigel Warrior?
I thought it was Nigel too. We'd have to
I
go
thought
back.
it was Nigel that punched Shy Tuttle. Yes.
Yeah, I'm sure it's on you.
But I mean, who knows? Personally, I think it's kind of foolish to have tried to punch Shy Tuttle.
Guys, what do we want out of our media?
Exactly. Well, you can go to utsports.com and just Google Shy Tuttle, Nigel Warrior, and I'm sure there's a write-up on utsports.com that will totally illustrate what happened that fateful day in practice.